Clemency for some 1,500 supporters who stormed the U.S. Capitol on January 6th in opposition of the 2020 election results.
Jenna Ryan is one of several defendants with connections to North Texas who received a pardon. She tells NBC5's Candace Sweat she heard the news along with the rest of the world.
USA! USA!
Jenna Ryan is seen here on January 6th in photos and videos, surrounded by others who'd stormed the U.S. Capitol. She pleaded guilty to misdemeanor charges, considered one of the nonviolent offenders that day, and spent time in federal prison. This week, she found out with others she'd been pardoned.
Just watching the news, watching everything with bated breath, just like, oh my gosh. Then I got it, and I was like, oh my gosh, my world just went really busy. Everybody just started texting me and emailing me.
She's among some 1,500 people pardoned for her part in what happened that day. She says she feels validated.
Whereas at one point I was ostracized from society and canceled from society and objectified in all areas, and people were afraid of me.
Others say this flies in the face of our judicial system. The Southern Poverty Law Center condemned the pardons.
Unfortunately, I think when President Trump overrode that verdict and overrode the will of the people within our judicial system, I think that really sends a message that some people can escape legal accountability in some cases.
Brian Levin is founding director for the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism. He says this move energizes January 6 rioters and their supporters.
It sends a message that this is okay. Let's see what happens if any of these folks reoffend. And additionally, it adds great vigor to these groups that were previously on the ropes because their leadership was imprisoned.
Ryan says she's not an insurrectionist and believes the videos and images of rioters seen storming the U.S. Capitol does not tell the full story.
That's the only angle that was repeated over and over again in the mainstream media. You don't have the diversity of the things that I saw.
At the time President Trump issued the pardons, there were about 700 defendants who either never received prison sentences or had already completed their sentences.